Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to you to Lost Time Stylosa. And this is McCree from the PTR, which is the public test region. I think they call it, in my head I always want to call it the public test realm, because you know, like WoW and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, McCree has been changed, and McCree is an absolute monster. He is a man who will ruin your day now. And this is really crazy and interesting to me, because I remember McCree from the closed beta, where he had no damage drop-off. He would just inflict maximum damage regardless of the range. Now, of course, McCree, he's pinpoint accurate, right? So that means you could out-snipe the snipers. You could do all kinds of magical things, which was obviously totally broken, and that's why McCree got balanced. So they've dropped off his long-range damage, but also sort of dealt with his mid-range damage as well. And then, of course, we had the recent nerf to McCree, where they stopped his Fan the Hammer abuse, because that's kind of what it was, because McCree would just shut down every single tank. Now, after that, we just seen no McCree use at all, really. I mean, you'd see him sometimes, potentially. He still had a use. He could still shut down Tracers. He could still shut down Genjis, but it all relied on the flashbang and then the left click to the head. However, what we've got now is an absolute murderer of a McCree. Now, this is what the patch notes say. Peacekeeper, so that's his revolver. I've already got a kill there. Is his revolver. It now maintains full damage at longer distances, but will deal less damage at extreme ranges. So it means when you can see how much damage I'm doing to Farah there as she's flying around, it means you can't like out-snipe a sniper, right? Or you shouldn't be able to. But your longer mid-range damage is still insanely good. In fact, it's really, really, really good. And you'll see me in this clip just absolutely owning people and just landing the shots, doing massive damage to people. Like, suddenly McCree, like, to me is like, I probably would call myself a soldier main, right? So I play 76 a lot. But this just seems to me like it's an absolute train wrecker of a character. If you've got fairly decent aim with hit scan weapons, you can just dominate people with McCree now. It is insane. So the developer notes on this is, while the game does feel better following the nerf to McCree's close range damage in a previous patch, it let him be a little bit too weak. So we're increasing his effective distance, making his range similar to Soldier 76, which is probably why it feels like Soldier 76 to me. This should hopefully give players another option for dealing with pesky long-range damage-dealing heroes like Farah and Hanzo. Now, I'm joking, because it's so crazy. Just look at me in this clip. I'm just wrecking people. But the Farah comment is very interesting. Right now on live, you can easily say we're in the Farah or the Farah meta, right? She dominates a lot of games. Now, on the PTR, we've got McCree, who does crazy damage, so you can just blast them away out of the sky. You've got Anna, who can effectively do the same thing as well. I mean, hell, if you manage to put a Farah to sleep, she's going to drop out of the sky, and it's going to be bad news. You've got Diva's defense matrix change, where she can toggle it on and off. So Farah's going to have a lot more of a difficult time, I reckon. But yeah, look at this. Look at the... I'm just taking pot shots. I'm putting damage down range. I know the team compositions are not exactly ideal. It's the PTR. A lot of people are trying to use the new hero, right? But you can see the amount of damage I'm... That was a nice flashbang as well. You can see a lot of the damage I'm putting out. It's really consistent. Yeah, sometimes I'm using Fan the Hammer, because it's still, you know, sometimes you do want to use Fan the Hammer, especially if you've got a Reinhardt running into your face. But let's just watch this for a second, right? What I'm trying to do is just land hits, just tag targets. Look at, what was that? I mean, it was only 24 on elimination, but I still got the hit. Look at the damage there. That damage I was just hitting that Anna with there. I mean, she was, I would say she's a medium to long range away from me. Like, look at that, look at that. What the hell? That was a headshot, and we almost took her out. That was over, it looked like over 100 damage I did to her there, potentially. He's very powerful now, McCree. And as I said earlier, if you're a Soldier 76 player, suddenly McCree becomes a very interesting character to play, because you can wreck people at longer range. Because let's be honest, McCree did feel like he was just tickling people at the longer and like, well, I don't want to say the not at the extreme long range. Like, look at that there. That was 2 shots and she was down. That's 100 elimination. I totally, completely killed that Farah there as she was doing that. That is, it's mental. This is, I don't know whether this is going to stay like this. I kind of hope it does, because it means McCree's more effective now. You could use him instead of a 76, whereas 76 was putting out a lot of consistent damage at that medium to long range, so he was sort of always the go-to hero. But this now, I mean, look at that. I really like this change, but like part of me thinks that it is a bit OP. I want you guys to comment on this below in the comments. Like, what do you think? Do you think this is really what McCree needed? Because we are going to see a lot of McCree usage if this stays in when this goes live. I can guarantee. In fact, I will go back to playing McCree. I mean, before they nerfed McCree, McCree was my most played character. Like, I really enjoyed him. But when they took his damage down, it almost became like... yeah, at close range he was great, but at longer ranges and medium ranges not so good. At the extreme range, I don't care because he shouldn't be that powerful anyway. And that's Widowmaker and Hanzo territory. Anna, well, not really Anna's territory because she doesn't really do that much damage, to be honest. But yeah, guys, this was an unexpected change. I feel McCree is a lot more powerful now. Maybe he's a little bit too more powerful. I don't know. Let's get a discussion going in the comments below and see what you guys think. It's always interesting to read the comments on these videos. So yeah, guys, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and all that good stuff. And McCree is an absolute monster. Holy God. I'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.